My name is John McCarthy, and I'm one of the lucky ones because I survived sepsis. 4 years ago, my friends and my family and myself, we all went to Cheltenham Races. It's an annual event. I'm walking through a crowd. The crowds are coming towards you. I was moving more and more to the right. Banged my leg. The following day, I noticed the leg was really sore. The day after, it was starting to redden. It was painful to the touch. And as the day went on, I worsened and worsened. The following day, I was struggling to put weight on my leg. And instinctively and intuitively, I thought, there's something wrong here. I went to the hospital. The hospital, they didn't do any blood tests, but they'd done x-rays. I was there for about an hour. At the end of it, he said, Mr. McCarthy, you have cellulitis, here's some fluoxetine. Go see your GP in 7 days' time. The following day, the leg was starting to seep. I was starting to be unable to breathe. The following morning, I felt as if I put my leg on the floor, it would snap. I was starting to hallucinate. I went back to the hospital. I left hospital 3.5 months later after 17 nights in ITU with my leg amputated from above the knee. I then got in touch with the UK Sepsis Trust. I was able to talk it through, and the more I spoke about it, the more experience I got, the more I know about sepsis. The clinicians that I spoke to become my friends at the Sepsis Trust. And I remember one was saying, why don't you get this looked into? Because I sort of guessed, and I think they kind of knew, that something had gone badly wrong here. So there's something called PALS, and they're the Patient Advisory Liaison Service. They're independent, and every hospital, every NHS trust has PALS. And they advised me to write to the CEO. I was a year after my leg had come off. And at that time I thought, I may be out of time here. I thought it was a year, but I've since learned you have 3 years. So I wrote to the CEO, 28 days. The CEO come back to me, and there were words in there such as perhaps and maybe. There's no apology in there, but I went, something isn't right here. So I went back to the UK Sepsis Trust and went, well, what do you think? And they gave me a list of 5 different big firms of solicitors that are accredited to them. I went to the offices of one firm of solicitors. I was made very, very welcome, and they talked me through the process. Basically, they listened to the story, 1.5 to 2 hours, and they said, what we'll do, we'll get your medical records, so I had to sign for the medical records, we'll send them off, we'll get independent adjudicators to look at them for you, and we'll make a decision after that. And I come away feeling comfortable. I hadn't made that big decision at that point. You realise, and by then, you're not going to walk again. I'm speaking to other amputees, and your life changes drastically. You realise because of sepsis, the fatigue, and you're not going to be able to go to work again. People think that when you leave hospital after sepsis, that's it, you haven't got sepsis anymore. No, you have it for the rest of your life. And if there's a mistake being made, then you need to follow it through. 2 months later, I went back to the office of the solicitor I was with. This time they brought a barrister in, and they went through my medical records, and they said unequivocally, Mr. McCarthy would not have lost his leg if the hospital had followed its own procedures on 2 occasions. Shock. Shock. I won the case, and quite rightly so. And the thing is that trust now has implemented sepsis champions, sepsis nurses. They're really red hot on it. I was able to buy a bungalow. I was able to get builders in, modify the bathroom, so I've got a wet room, ramps all over, decking, so I can get down into the garden. I've really been able to change my life with that one purchase. I was able to help out my family and my friends, the people who stood by me. It has given me greater freedom, it's given me peace of mind, and it's given my family massive peace of mind now. I feel my future is assured now.